Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Your host Fred Arnold on the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight. I'm excited to have a different kind of business that we normally have here, Afterburn Fitness. It's a place I work out at. I love working out there. I'm with Patrick Dietz. Patrick Dietz is the membership director there. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Saw him just 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, he trained a class. What class was that? That was
Interval. Yeah. It was a push day, so it was more push exercises, and it's high intense interval training.
So let's talk about the different programs you have there, and then the philosophies within the different programs of mixing things up. So you have interval. Give me an example. When someone goes in an interval class, what is that?
So we call Interval X is a work rest style of workout. You're going to be lifting certain weights for a extended period of time. It could be 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then you rest, and then you go back to it. And after you do a few of those exercises, then you move on to another station and do those exercises. So you're burning calories and toning up your body while lifting.
One thing I love about that class, you're always moving.
Always.
Yeah, you're doing usually 3 sets, and there's always 2 different things at your particular station, 2 different dynamic moves.
Yes, exactly.
And sometimes it's your own body weight, sometimes it's with the weight. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Cross train. I have been with Richie a lot because he does the 5 a.m. class.
Yes. Richie teaches most of our cross-train classes. Cross-train is more of a class that you would see like a weightlifting program at like a college that a football team would be doing. It's more muscle gain, and it's broken into 4 conditioning groups. It's shoulders, hips, back, chest, and legs, and you focus on those conditioning groups throughout the class.
And the great thing that Richie does, and they do it Afterburn, is they build up some core muscle groups, 3 to 4 different exercises, and then they switch in 20 minutes and do it again, different exercises, and then you do a quick 10-minute burn. Tell me about how you kind of stage that.
Yeah, so we want 3 to 4 exercises in 20 minutes, and then do 3 to 4 more exercises, and then what we call our finishers, the last 10 to 12 minutes of class. You can call it, we call it an AMRAP. It's as many reps as possible, and that's separated into 2 conditioning groups, and whatever you worked out on Monday that week, then you combine that with Thursday's conditioning group. So it could be shoulders, hips, and back, and that last 12 minutes will combine those 2 groups together.
Yeah, and they mix things up, which is what I absolutely love. Kickbox, MMA.
So kickboxing MMA is your standard kickboxing type of class, but we have an instructor that's not doing the class with you. He walks around and works on your form and technique, because we don't want people throwing haymakers at the bags or the body shields. We want proper technique and form. And then we have another class. It's a variation. It's called MMA conditioning, where it's 20 to 25 minutes outside the kickboxing room, where you still can do some kickboxing type movements, but it's more conditioning and what an MMA fighter may go through to get themselves ready for a fight.
And it's all about the conditioning. Burn.
Burn is, in my opinion, our most difficult class. You're going to burn anywhere between 750 to 1,000 calories in that class, and that's mostly plyometrics and body weight movement. Plyometrics being burpees, any kind of squat, jump, anything where you're moving your body in an explosive type of way. And then a lot of running in that class, a lot of conditioning outside as well. Revolution, your basic spin class. But we have the PIQ system, which shows how far your bike is going, how many RPMs you're going. So we make it competitive, kind of split the teams into girls versus guys, stuff like that. So our Revolution class kind of sets itself apart from other spin classes.
And then we have tag team damage control on the weekends. I love the word damage control because that Friday night might have been pretty good.
Yeah, so tag team on Saturday is 20 minutes of interval or burn that we discussed, 20 minutes of kickboxing, and 20 minutes of cross train. So you kind of get the best of all the worlds there. And you get the most out of that hour. And then damage control is, we have this thing called a hit list, and there's 3 of them, and it's just a lot of reps of different movements. It's kind of like a burn class, but you're going to be warming up with a run. And like we said, we use the name damage control because some people might be hurting from partying over the weekend.
Exactly, enjoying their Friday. Last one, Fit
45.
Fit 45.
Fit 45 is a full body workout with weights. And again, where I touched on that AMRAP earlier with that cross train finisher, you're going to be warming up for 10 minutes, and then our instructor is going to put a large workout on the board, and you have 30 to 35 minutes to complete that workout. And we have a timer, and he's going to be walking around working on form and technique while you're doing that class.
Now, all these classes, and we only have about 2 minutes left, but all these classes, you try to mix things up from day to day and from week to week. I know they call that muscle confusion, and how
Exactly
you're
right.
able to tell me about muscle confusion.
So we just don't want anyone's body to plateau. So it's interesting with our gym because you could be taking interval twice a week and cross train twice a week, and our muscle groups that we touched on earlier, they rotate monthly. That way you get muscle confusion and your muscles don't plateau. They're always growing, changing, and that's what we mean when we say that. So that way you can take different classes, but you're never going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Overworking a particular muscle. Exactly. You're just gonna, bounce around. That way our schedule coincides so the body never plateaus.
Let's talk about the facility real quick. Real quickly, you do the challenge. You do a couple challenges a year.
Yeah.
So if you want to get involved in the challenge, the great thing about a challenge, I'll mention, is because you get the photos before and after, and you're part of a team.
Yeah, and we have events. We just did a workout at the LA Coliseum on Sunday. It was awesome. Got there at 7:30 in the morning, done by 9. Someone said we ran 1,500 stairs and did a whole bunch of stuff on the field, and you get to work out where USC plays their home games.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys ought to do the Rose Bowl.
Well, we did the Rose Bowl. Yeah, we did the
I'm
Rose
just
Bowl
teasing.
a couple challenges ago.
All right, we only got 1 minute left, but your facility's clean, large, and you got a smoothie bar, food bar. Tell me about your facility.
Yeah, facility's 15,000 square feet. We have a large room for the interval and burn and revolution classes, and we have a smaller room for kickboxing, MMA conditioning. Also, Fit 45 goes in there. And then we also we want to let people know we have an open gym. You can come in and work out like an LA Fitness or a Gold's Gym. We have dumbbells, weights, treadmills, Stairmaster. Also, want to let people know next May and June we're going to be doing an overhaul. We bought out the building next door, and we are adding another 15,000 square feet to our facility.
Love it,
Yeah.
love it, love it. Well, we got a lot in. Afterburn location.
26007 Avenue Hall. You can take Rye Canyon and then turn on Avenue Crocker, and it's on the corner of Crocker and Hall. If you just went to the end of Crocker, you drive right
Boom,
into our driveway.
right there. Patrick Dietz, thank you very much. Afterburn Fitness.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Hope you enjoy this edition of the Valley Industry Association Business Spotlight. If you want to watch this online, go to hometownstation.com. This show is Fred Arnold on AM 1220 KHTS. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.